I'm ChellyBadger, and today we're going to be continuing I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Yeah, I could have, believe it or not, it could have been more cringy, but I toned it back just for you. Anyway, let's start. And by the way, if you haven't seen the other parts, I highly recommend you do. I mean, it's not absolutely necessary, but it makes a lot more sense. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because, he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but... It sounds like a butt. I'll say I think I might be, pregnant. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be a weird turn though, wouldn't it? I think I might, plop. Are you guys even in the same age range? Or is he just, short for his age? I'm going to safely assume he's just very short for his age. Like him? Like? I don't know, it sounds like it's moving too fast. But there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of things, but I took the wrong reading it. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? I don't think that's legal. But Colonel Sanders don't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. This went faster than I was expecting on the reading. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slower with this new boy, like I am. Oh my God. Okay. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cookie School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely, connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you? I guess. Rude. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great, right? You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why didn't he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So, this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. That can't be good. He told me about his passion for spices. Great spices! Secret spices! I had to include that because I accidentally, the man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals. And that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Better not giving him a blowjob. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking. So we've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to more about news prices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Cough. Fibber! Cough. Please, please, please! I'm sorry. It would mean the world to me! No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders! Oh, I hope not. No, I'm gonna make up a fake ingredient. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? As much as I love my bestie, I also am someone who takes secrets seriously. And if I did that, I would be without honor. And I'm not gonna be without honor and show great disappointment amongst my family. So I'm gonna make up a fake ingredient. What was that? I'm gonna make up a fake ingredient. I'm gonna make a fake ingredient. That's what I'm gonna do. Right, this is a future voice for me to do it later on. Like it? Hate it? If you hate it, it makes me more inclined to want to do it. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was, Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of weird witch's potion, but... I mean, what can you do? Eye of Newt! Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. See? It's a good thing that I didn't share his secret, because look, she wasn't even going to keep the secret. That's not very bestie-like. Shame on her. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. On a horse? Stand back and admire his majestic glory or run to him. You know, I'm not gonna be one of those people though that are like waiting on this person hand and foot. That's just not my style. So stand back and admire him from afar. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have! I mean, what a horseful beaut you have! Dang it! That's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Krusty Patch just gets really nervous around people they like. That's helpful. What? That is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. Also not helping. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashleigh and Van Van, are doing something bad. That's not really that shocking, is it? By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Okay, I guess it's more bad than usual. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? That's not even how that saying goes. Tell them to stop acting immature or act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. I'm a nosy chick, okay? So this is what I'm gonna do. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds like a magical spell. Maybe they need Newt. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. Ahem, it's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. His burns are really crappy. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. Alright. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not normal, but, You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's highly suspicious. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashleigh immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall. What? Wait, what? And they're tossing potato skins at him, and he's trying to catch them in his mouth. Actually, I'm not sure. This might just be regular antics for Pop. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Where Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. That's rude. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't even do anything. Bzz, womp. Oh, he's mad. Big mad. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. So mean. Her insults, they get you straight in the heart. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Good for you, Clank. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it might be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them, just so you know, because I totally want you to get in my pants, not them, so I just want to make that clear. Okay. Ashleigh's tone has completely changed in an instant. She's trying to get in between me and my man. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Is that how you do it? Is this hot? Hey. I love you. Want some of this? Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Yeah, to screw it up and put him into bankruptcy. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. I mean, let's remember, the dude drooled on my hand. I'm still waiting on, HR about that. Or a counselor, I guess, technically. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog Billy, he loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. That's what this game's about, yeah. Hottie with a chicken body. I'd like to study more of, Colonel Sanders. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. Like this. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. You want to pay attention to the lesson. I mean, truly you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. I'm pretty sure that's not correct. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Krusty Pants? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Okay, I'm not gonna sample a dog biscuit. Glass of water, I'm gonna say a shimmering pepper, because if it has something to do with chicken, maybe pepper would be involved. A bright colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. Oh, I didn't know I was gonna I thought I was just gonna tiny sample. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through universe. My friend. Woo! This guy again?
I'm here to give you an important message. Whoa! You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man! You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever! You think to yourself, geez, I should better pay attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Thanks. Come on, it's time for lunch! Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Great. Bunch of these idiots. Today's lunch will be prepared via themed competitive cook-off. No, I just want to eat. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time or step up and tell them you're on. You know what? Actually, I don't know. I was getting all pumped up like, you know what, bitch? But actually, because if they're using some sort of magical spell stuff, shouldn't I kind of learn that first? But on the other hand, I don't know. I don't want to throw off a cook-off when it's asked of me. When someone demands a duel, you take the duel. Screw it. Bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. Now that's a fucking burn. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Good one, Van. I like your gumption, crusty pants. I'll be watching your performance. That's a lot of pressure. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. No way. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, they're doing extra projects now. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense. He breathed a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. See, I told you. He's just like, yeah, we're doing extra work now. Hell yeah, and I'm not even having to teach it. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words time already. That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I almost sound like a horse. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope it's a message that lifts you to victory. Will say, quoting yourself, bit of a turnoff. Just putting that out there for Mr. Colonel. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? 100 Celsius. That's right! But how would you even have gotten into the school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. That's more of an enticing thing for you, though, isn't it? You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? 11. I know my honey lumpkins, hello. That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude. That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashleigh is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. A small town where big dreams are born, Orion, or deep beneath the... I'm gonna say a small town, right? That's right! This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it! Aroo! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Silence. That's right! When they taste your cooking, they'll be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, crusty pants. Hell yeah, you do. Let me jump on that, chicken tender is what I said. I'm hungry. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a traditional Victorian bath? I didn't even get to fulfill! What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. Grrr! You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. Wedding vows. What does that have to do with the crowd's spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof, woof! You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashleigh has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! Zzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing a pharaoh prize utilizing a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Where? You might not have very hands, but Crusty Pants does, and a good chef knows to be touching the dough to make it when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Crusty Pants, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two, on account of Crusty Pants' injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he walks into the dish. But I suppose you could at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Crusty Pants to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Bitch! Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Ah! Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden beneath are probably amazing. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquet, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, a tender nugget, and pearls of blueberry jelly? I don't know. You lost me in that one, lady. It's been a while since I've seen the cooking channel, okay? Don't hate me. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashleigh? Oh, you! As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashleigh leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you fear, or put yourself between Colonel Sanders and... No. We're not official. I can't be a raging jealous bitch. And I mean, if we were a couple, then I'd have nothing to worry about, because you only get with people you trust, I would hope that's what you do. That's what I do. You need to do that. Just a heads up. Mild PSA. I'm gonna internalize my rage, you know, the healthy way. Your rage burns so intensely with your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyeballs to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face. which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashleigh are in love and have decided to get married. That's a bit over the top, though, maybe. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person! You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from what that run-in with the mixer and that weird small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. What? I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? Delicious, sweet little crusty pants? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man that is incredibly handsome and has a bodacious body before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. Jesus Christ, a little overconfident, are you? But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Oh, interesting. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I failed as a mule handler. Whoa! Interesting little fact, though. The real Colonel Sanders was not actually a colonel. He was given that label like when people, give some famous person a doctorate to another a doctor. Same with him, but colonel. He was actually a mule handler. That is correct. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that, I've got it all together, which, I can understand where they come from because, look at me, right? Am I right? I'm pretty hot and I seem like I have it all together. I probably have a mortgage or maybe I don't. You don't know, but it seems like I do. Which is true now. See, I told you! But it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I wouldn't really say humble, but okay. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! I'm Pop, and I can say yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening shadow presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. Okay, before we jump into the spork monster battle, that's going to be for the next video. I don't want to keep your time too long. And I think it's kind of nice to leave it on that little sweet, intimate time frame of happy joy, right? Leave us a little less like, before we jump into spork monster mode. Right, Squeaky? Yeah. All right. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button down below. If you enjoy looking at Colonel Sanders' tender, delicious looking body, hit the like button down below. If you're like me and have the burps, I don't know if you can see it, but I keep being like, and it's because I have. If you're burpy like me, hit the like button down below. But anywho, I hope you enjoyed this video very much, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.